FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. This is The Odds Couple on GrindCityMedia.com. Handicapping all the football action, here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people. Welcome to The Odds Couple. It is week 23 of football. Yes, thus the Super Bowl jacket today. Welcome to the show. We are talking Super Bowl 55 today. Excited about it. We got a lot to get into. We got props. We got a lot of props. We got the game. The game's going on as well. Yeah. We'll get to that as well. We'll hear from some of the participants of the Super Bowl, and we got all that coming today. Lance Taylor's going to join us. We'll have our picks. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm ready for the big game.
We can call it the Super Bowl. I think we're allowed.
There's some rules, like you're not. Some people aren't allowed to call it the Super Bowl.
I think if it's advertising, like if we're hosting a big party, something like that.
I think that this Super Bowl presents a unique opportunity for America because we're living in a time. Do you have any patriotic music, CJ? We're living in a time where we've never been more divided as a society, politically, socially. We got fake news. We got election results. All this stuff's going on. Finally, we can all be united because nobody likes Tom Brady. This is our chance to all come together and root
against Tom Brady.
Yes,
as a nation. Roser?
I love Tom Brady. Actually,
we're divided.
I have nothing against Tom Brady at all. I happen to like Tom Brady. But yes, this is an event that we can all unite and watch. The Super Bowl every year is the most watched sporting event. It's the most watched thing on television all year. It's not even a sporting event. It's the most watched thing on television all year. And I suspect it'll be the same. It's always like the Super Bowl one, and then it's like
MASH. Oh no, that was years ago.
No, and then it's like always. If you look every year at the end of the year, the top 10 most watched things on television, it's like 8 of the 10 are NFL games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. CJ, would you like to chime in on this discussion?
I'm just glad that we're all coming together to watch the Super Bowl as a nation. That just means so much to us.
We're all going to hold hands, too, while we watch.
Socially distant, but together.
We're going to be wearing gloves when we hold hands. Yes. We're going to wear gloves.
And masks.
Yes.
That should be we'll put this a little bit further between us. It'll be United States of America
Super Bowl
against Tom Brady.
You know what they do at since you mentioned wearing masks, and there have been some Tiger basketball games here at FedEx Forum recently. They do masked kiss cam.
Yes, I've heard.
They do the masked kiss cam. Oh yeah, you had to be there the other night, Monday night, when
we had a Grizzly and Tiger game.
How weird was that
building.
For you?
It was a little weird. It was a little weird doing a pregame show and people are walking behind you looking at you like, what are they doing?
Doing a pregame show for a different game.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. All right, so some things that we learned this week. I'll go ahead since you just talked about the Memphis Tigers, Roser. I have now turned to where now I'm betting on the Memphis Tigers basketball team. It has panned out, and I think the sample size is big enough now that ride the Tigers here in the last week and maybe going forward. Also,
you might want to open that up.
Oh,
what?
Drake,
Drizzy,
Drake,
Bulldogs. Let me get this
started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah.
Drake, the Drake Bulldogs, they finally did not cover a game, but only because Vegas made it impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, 19.5 on the road in a college basketball game, conference game. Come on, that's just not fair.
I only bet $10 on that game in case they managed to pull it off.
Right.
But I figured, might as well have a
But then they come back 2 nights later as a 17.5 point favorite on the road conference game, blew by that.
Yeah.
So, Drake, stick with Drake.
They're going to be a good team in the tournament when that comes around.
They are, and I think Vegas knows that too. Last I saw, it's like 11-1 just to make the Final Four. Like you figured they'd have crazier odds than that. Like you could probably get like 25-1 to make the Final Four, but it was only like 11-1 to make the Final Four.
You just wait when we do our first college basketball tournament show. Know that's the first question I'm asking. So, what do you think about Drake as a long shot? because it's the only thing I know about college basketball
Yeah.
right now.
I will
have to
100%
start.
have some money on Drake. But this is what the committee will do. The committee will probably put him in an 8-9 game and have him play Gonzaga in the second round.
Yeah.
That is what they'll do to them.
Well, that'll be
Stupid
good.
committee.
Gonzaga will lose because they always lose in the second round, third round.
Not this year.
Not
this year.
They wouldn't have
all I
last
know
year
is
either.
That's what the people are
All I
saying.
know is
They
Drake's
made the
one of the
national
best.
championship game like 3 years ago.
All I know is Drake's going to be there. Drake's going to be fun.
Drake's coming. Did you learn anything other than the Patriotic Bowl?
Yeah, just the Drake. I was a little disappointed in that game on Sunday. It was a weird start time, too. It was
Yeah.
like a noon. There was nothing else on Sunday to watch, so.
Yeah,
but
it was
that's
disappointing.
it. The other thing I learned this week is that Patrick Mahomes, his father, former MLB pitcher, 50 years old. Tom Brady, 43.
Wow.
So Patrick Mahomes' dad, who's about to be a grandfather, is only 6-7 years older than Tom Brady, quarterback that we all hate for Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who's in the Super Bowl this
Yeah.
week? Yeah.
Again.
I do not hate Tom Brady.
Yes, you do.
Only the Dolphins fans have that type
No.
of hate. When your team goes down,
Jets
goes up
fans
25.
probably don't like him. Bills
Yeah, maybe
fans,
Jets and
Dolphins
Bills.
fans.
There's teams all over the country who fans do not. The Bills fans,
Bills fans.
Giants fans. There's fans all over the place whose fans do not like Tom Brady. Also, just fans of the sport who don't like cheating are against Tom Brady.
And
Oh my God! When did he cheat?
Cheating.
he was
When
on a
did he
cheating. He was on a cheating
There's a
team.
thing called Deflategate.
There's a thing called
And
Deflategate.
Deflategate. Yeah. that
Well,
was-
okay, so after Deflategate, what the ball was regularly inflated the year after that, and he won the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I'm just saying
okay,
that
what are we talking about here?
I'm just saying that one year he did. So
Deflategate was the biggest scam in NFL history. Goodell was a clown for that one.
Rosie, what'd you learn this week?
I have learned that two things. One, with the hustle season starting next week, I need a haircut.
Yeah.
I have learned that. I had
That's-
somebody
we
on
knew that.
I had somebody on Twitter who said I'm starting to look like one of the members of the Beatles, and so like I've it's really starting to like
I hope it's one
hang
of
and
the
everything.
alive
So I've got to get rid of. I've got to cut the hair, and hopefully one of the alive ones. I'll go with Paul or what Ringo. Ringo's
Yeah,
still
Ringo's
alive.
around.
Yeah, Paul and Ringo are still alive. The other thing I learned, I was listening to the fantastic First Draft podcast of with Field Yates, Mel Kiper, and Todd McShay, and Field Yates and McShay were at the Senior Bowl over the past weekend, and they said after the Senior Bowl, after the interviews, talking around the league. They said, do not be surprised. Mac Jones is not going to make it to number 15 to New England.
Really?
That he's not going to make it there. That he will go higher than that. That the kid, I mean, like he threw what we saw. Like if he's throwing the ball deep, like dude, he's going to hit you in perfect stride every time. But said, New England because New England's kind of been mentioned with Mac Jones a lot.
but they're always mentioned with Alabama.
Yeah,
guys.
because the Saban Belichick relationship that New England may have to jump up. They may have to make a move to jump up if they want to.
That would be funny if they had to get rid of Stidham and to get Mac Jones.
Yeah.
But I saw him going to the Falcons at number 4.
Yeah, I mean,
Mock
it's
draft the other day.
they were kind of saying that like there's a really good chance he goes in top 10. They mentioned Carolina at number 8. That one's a possibility too.
Wow.
Yeah.
CJ, what'd you learn this week?
Life is a little bit darker. Food doesn't taste quite the same way without football. It was rough this weekend for me. The first weekend, and of course we got the Super Bowl coming up, but we're about to hit that weird time when there is no football. Thankfully, we got college basketball, we got NBA action. I guess MLB if that gets you going. But come here soon, in the next 3 or 4 months, there'll be nothing going on, and I don't know what to do with myself.
So let's be real here, CJ. College basketball is not great.
Oh, no. If you catch the right game, if you can
Yeah.
find the right, like Baylor, Texas, right game. Austin P, Western Kentucky, no, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
well, I
watch
mean,
that.
like we talk about the Tigers because we have to, but like let's say most of this
those games
season has been
those games
virtually
are rough.
unwatchable basketball. Like it's been a lot of bad basketball. to
Even
watch.
good teams. Tennessee, Ole Miss yesterday, good game. Tennessee, number 11 in the nation, but they don't score a field goal the
13 minutes.
last 12 and a half minutes of the game.
Like that's brutal to watch. But NBA, I'm with you. NBA is
is-
great.
It was
great
it was
brand of
also
basketball.
the last week and a half was tough with the Grizzlies being off, basically.
Yeah.
So there was nothing.
Yeah, tell me about
to
it.
fall back on. Yeah.
But they're back now, and the 7-game win streak was great. It
7
was
out of
great.
8.
Yep, and here come the Grizzlies. Started up a new one. All right, we got the Super Bowl this week, and we got 2-star quarterbacks. One that people love, and the other one apparently people do not
No, people
love.
hate him.
Well, except
what
me.
I've heard, except for Roser. First, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City Chiefs have been a bad team when it comes to covering here recently. They are 1-8-1 in their last 10 games. Some people wonder if the Chiefs have been taking it easy and if they're not winning big enough. Here's the Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, when asked if they're not winning big enough.
A lot of respect in this, but at the same time, this team, it's like we weren't winning by enough. We wanted to make sure everybody knew that we could still play good football when we wanted to. I'm just taking what's there, trying to get the ball to the guys in space. I'm never someone that kind of chooses who I'm throwing to. I just throw it to whoever's open, and I'm sure the Bucs have seen that as well. So I'm sure they'll have a game plan to try to slow those guys down, and we'll have to adjust to that.
As I mentioned, not the good trends for Kansas City, other than wins.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good trend. 1-8-1 against the spread their last 10 games, although they did cover the last one, which was the most important of those 10. 5-12-1 against the spread their last 18 against the NFC South. 1-8 against the spread their last 9 that they've played on natural grass. And as far as over-under, 4 of their last 6 against the NFC have gone under. We talked about it with the Chiefs. Like, it felt like they were kind of going through the motions, waiting for the playoffs to start. And it didn't feel like a dominating performance against Cleveland, but last week felt a little more normal.
At the end of the day, the Chiefs have won 23 of their last 25 games, including last year's Super Bowl. Like, that's a pretty good thing to have on your side
Good
going
sample
into
size?
the Super Bowl. Same time, the last Super Bowl team to repeat was 16 years ago, and it was the Patriots. So it's been a while, and it doesn't happen very often that a team repeats. I feel like this Chiefs team, though, is kind of set up to do it. Like, they've been a team that hasn't had to go all out. They've kind of eked their way through these last 6-7 games, and now they get to go into Tampa Bay in an empty stadium and do it again. I think they can do it.
Yeah, repeating a Super Bowl champion is not easy. It's only happened like seven times.
Yeah.
And the Steelers are the only ones to do it twice. They did it both times in the 70s, so it's not easy to do. Look, I mean, I think the question for the Chiefs is going to be in this game is it looks like right now they're going to be down 3 starting offensive. They're down for sure both of their starting tackles,
right.
And it looks like they might be down their center too. That's going to be a big thing because the Tampa defense, man, they hit Rodgers. Like, they got after Rodgers. So that Tampa defense is very physical. Now, they'll do some stupid things. They'll overplay some plays. They will. Like, they're kind of a feast or famine. Like, they will get after you, but if you can get the ball off, like, you can get some big plays on them.
For whatever reason, Rodgers wasn't mobile in that game.
I mean, some of it is like maybe they get to you really fast. Now, Mahomes is more mobile than Rodgers.
Yeah, that's the next level.
It's a different thing. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, I would imagine with a couple weeks off, the toe is probably fine. The thing that stuck out in both of those championship games were you had 2 teams, Kansas City and Tampa, playing to win the games, and you had other 2 coaches, Sean McDermott and LaFleur, who were playing to kick field goals.
Yeah,
they do. You can't. Especially Sean McDermott, dude. You are not going to beat the Chiefs kicking field goals. Like, you cannot do it.
Yeah. The Tom Brady on the other side. Tom Brady is back in another Super Bowl and looking to win number 7 for Tom Brady. Absolutely remarkable. Here is Tom Brady talking about what a special season this was.
I just thought, wow, this has really been a magical year, really, for me as a player. To switch teams, which, that takes a lot. And, hopefully we can go finish the job. That would be the best part about the season is winning the last game. It's always been a goal to win the last game of the year. So we got an opportunity to do it. It's certainly not going to be easy. And it's going to take everything we got. We're going up against a great championship-level team. And it's going to take our best.
All right, maybe I'll ask Roser instead of Lang.
Look at Tan Brady right there.
Tan Brady, which is always great. But also, have you ever seen a guy so calm and cool on Super Bowl week? I mean, been there, done that.
So I was just sent this by a couple of friends. This is a quote from Tom Brady. So Levante David, apparently someone on the Buccaneers team was crying after the NFC Championship game because they're going to the Super Bowl. And Tom Brady, according to Levante David, Tom Brady went up to him and said, "What the F are you crying for? We're not done yet." I love that.
Don't you love that, Lang?
I love that, man. This guy's won what? How many Super Bowls has he won? 7, 6? Is it 6, 7?
I think
Too many.
Is it 6? And he's going for
6
7,
and 4.
right?
6 and 4 in Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah. He's been to the gazillion Super Bowls, like half of every other year. It's like he's going to the Super Bowl, and he's the only one we all look at it and we're like, this is the most amazing thing ever. What do you have left to prove? And for him, he's not satisfied with it.
Yeah, because he's what all superstars are. They hate losing more than they love winning.
Yes.
Well, he better throw the ball better than he did last week, because
That's the thing. I
he
think
did
the
not
argument
have
of
a
them
great-
winning in spite of him last week is
he
fair.
did not have a great game, and he was missing open players throughout that second half of that game, and I don't know if you're going to be able to get away with that against another team that's not just kicking field goals the whole game.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It really like the stereotypical tale of two halves thing. He was great in the first half. He was. Brady was really good. And that throw to Scotty Miller was fantastic. Great play call and everything. But you're right. The second half, he was a totally different player. He was not good in the second half. I think he's just throwing up the ball a lot of times.
Yeah. Two great coaches going at it this week as well. Bruce Arians, we'll hear from him first as he talks about when the team was able to acquire Tom Brady.
You can't hit a home run if you're going to swing for one. You can't do anything special in life sitting on a fence. The question back then was, if there was a quarterback that was a free agent, who would you want? And yeah, of course it was Tom Brady, but not thinking he'd become a free agent. But once he did, it was a pursuit that we wanted to make, and knew he had some interest. So, but again, if that's how you live life, I don't know. Just sit and live in a closet and try to be safe, or you go have some damn fun.
Come on. Seriously, he's like...
I love Bruce. I love both of these
Yeah,
coaches.
but that quote is ridiculous. It's like, hey, you can keep Jameis Winston as your starter, or you can go get Tom Brady. And he's making it out like they were some brave guys to go out and get Tom Brady. Like, really? Come on, man.
They called it, I think Adam Schefter has told the story. They called it Operation Tom. It was during the NFL draft. They started getting wind that they could get him, and they decided we need to get guys he wants to play with. So they already started talking to Gronk. They had already started doing kicking the tires on some other things. Like this is how we want to get. This is how we. Well, I don't even think he had been released yet.
True.
But about how they could get Tom Brady, when it was kind of thought the whole time like. This is not Operation Tom. Like if he's leaving New England, Tampa's going to be the spot because you already have Godwin, you have Mike Evans, like you've already got the talent around him, and you've got a good defense.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, they have covered 4 of their last 5 games. They've covered their last 4 games as an underdog. 5-1 against the spread, their last 6 against AFC West opponents, and 5-2 straight up their last 7. Against AFC teams, as far as over-under 4, their last 6 at Raymond James Stadium have gone under. So trends good for Tampa, not so good for Kansas City. We'll look at the head-to-head numbers coming up here in a little bit. But first, Andy Reid, head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, talks about stopping the Bucs.
In this league, you've got to stay aggressive all the time. I mean, teams are just too good, and you get to this level here, and the Bucs are good on offense, they're explosive on defense, both spots, and so you've got to do the best you can to score points and to stop them. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And but this league, there's so much parity in this league, and such a small margin between winning and losing, even in the regular season, that you're not going to be using too many four-corner stalls. That's just not how you're going to roll.
I think we saw it last year in the NHL, or I guess 2 years ago now, in the NHL, when the St. Louis Blues went from last place in January to winning the Stanley Cup. I mean, that was just a team that got on an unbelievable heater, and just you couldn't stop them. I think in football you see that a lot. Teams maybe in week 12, week 13, suddenly it clicks and it rolls into the playoffs. Tampa seems to be one of those teams, because a lot of times when you see a team do that in the NFL, it's because of their defense. And right now, Tampa's defense looks like it's one of the best in the league.
The New York Giants did that both times.
Twice.
Both of Eli Manning Super Bowls. I believe when Rodgers won his, weren't they a wild card too?
Yeah.
Were they a wild card team in Green Bay when Rodgers won his? Yeah, so I mean, it absolutely does happen. And Tampa was a wild card team too. Now, they were 11-5. That's usually good enough to win the division in a lot of cases. Sure. But New Orleans was also really good this year too.
But about week 11, you were still kind of waiting for who's that team going to be that just kind of catches it now.
Tony Romo, who is amazing at predicting what the play is going to be next, he said after they lost to Kansas City 27-24, he said, and Tampa fell to 7-5. He said, I think there's a good chance, Jim, we see these two teams play in the Super Bowl this year. I think Tampa figured out some things in this game. They lost, but I think they figured out some stuff going forward, and they haven't lost since.
With all the pared down protocols and everything happening right now, who wouldn't want to see, like, at halftime, just Andy Reid and Bruce Arians and some of those, like, big transparent balls just smashing into
each other, the battle balls?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't want? Yeah, you would totally watch it.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce Arians would have to sign a waiver. Doesn't he have some health issues and some heart problems? Like, you have to get Bruce Arians to sign, like, that's why he had to quit coaching Arizona in the first place. He was kind of having some health issues.
Talk to him about that. I mean, both of these guys also have the alternative face shields.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
that's right.
Andy Reid had the salad bar thing for the first half of the season.
He did.
We need to have if the Jaguars and the Buccaneers play each other next year, it needs to be sponsored by, like, Whole Foods or something healthy.
Something
Because
very
he's been promoting heart health with Urban Meyer and Bruce Arians.
Yes, and loser of that game might, start not to feel so well the next day.
Yeah.
Kind of one of those deals.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a break here on The Odds Couple. We'll come back. Lance Taylor will join us. We'll get his thoughts on the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. Then we got our picks still ahead. It's The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
I know this, man. It's Grizz next gen. You feel me?
BC down the middle and an explosion. Valanciunas jams it down. Oh, what a block.
And I'm thankful for this guy who said I don't have that fire in my eyes no more. That game right there was for him.
Morant goes wham, emphatically with two hands. On his head. Darren with the jackhammer. Dillon for three.
You better tweet about that.
Morant with a running start. Elevate. Oh, it does.
And we welcome to the show Kyle Anderson, who I believe you are the elder statesman now. Are you the oldest dude in the gym?
Somebody called me one of the rookies called me the OG in the locker room.
The Chris Vernon Show, live daily on grindcitymedia.com, Grind City Media on YouTube, and the official Grizzlies mobile app. Subscribe and download daily episodes at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SoundCloud.
The Grizzlies debuted their City Edition uniforms, and they are the coolest City Edition uniforms.
Look at this beautiful black and gold.
Show me the glasses.
It's all the way, like, right on the seam.
That's dope. But that's how you know, like, the detailing of it. Like, that's pretty dope.
Oh, my nails are so gross.
Rise and Grind with Jessica and Megan. Live daily at 8 a.m. on grindcitymedia.com.
What's up, Grizzlies fans? I'm Megan Triplett, and I have some exciting news to share. We have a new app. That's right. It's a 3-in-1 experience that you don't want to miss out on. Check this out. The app will keep you up to date on all of the Grizzlies stats and latest news. If you're looking to see what events are going on at FedEx Forum, that can all be found on the app as well. Plus, if you want to see more of me and the rest of the Grind City Media team, like Chris Vernon, Lang Whitaker, and Mike Wallace, there's a section for all that. It is 365 days of content to keep you in touch with all things Grizzlies, FedEx Forum, and GCM. And did I mention you can also purchase and manage tickets on the app? The app does it all. Download it now.
Welcome back to grindcitymedia.com. Live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. Now, here's more of the Odds Couple, Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hey, don't miss Rise and Grind with Jessica Benson and Megan Triplett daily. The duo brings a fresh, fun, energetic double shot of morning vibes to catch you up on the latest in sports, entertainment, pop culture, and everything Memphis, with some biased, unfiltered discussions and some above-average jokes. You can tune into grindcitymedia.com, Grind City Media on YouTube, or via the official Grizzlies mobile app to catch Jessica and Megan live, or download each episode daily and subscribe at iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud today. Welcome back, everyone, to the Odds Couple. It is Super Bowl week. It's Kansas City Chiefs get set to take on the who are they playing again? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Get Buck.
Yeah. Trying to find them on my jacket.
Tom Brady.
I don't know where they're at. But they're on here. They're on here somewhere.
They're on there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll find
They
them.
might not be.
I think they.
When that jacket was made, it was back in the.
It's got the Tennessee Titans on here.
really?
I looked today to see if
Okay.
the Titans are on here. So yeah, it's not that old. The media days are a little different this year.
Yeah.
We don't have the thousands of media on location at the Super Bowl, and media night or opening night, whatever it's called now, was done virtually, including Patrick Mahomes. Here's Patrick Mahomes, quarterback of the Chiefs, asked who his spirit animal would be.
Man, spirit animal nickname. I would like to be like a wolf. I feel like a wolf, kind of running around with my pack and being able to be a leader and someone that continues to attack and continues to lead as much as possible.
What about your bud, Travis Kelce? What do you think his is?
Travis, man, it's got to be something funny. I think he'd be like a giraffe. You know, he's kind of just out there grazing around the field, trying to make something happen. You know, find his different things that he can run around and do stuff with, and he's always a good time.
God, what a nerd. My God. You're like, well, I feel like my spirit animal. What are you from freaking like the sticks somewhere here? Like, my spirit animal would be a wolf running around with my little pack right there.
What would
Hey,
your
go put ketchup on your mac and cheese.
What would your spirit animal be?
A lion. I like watching lions eat things on Instagram. I'm a big fan of it. I love nature stuff. Nature is metal. Great Instagram follow. You get to see, I follow a lot of nature stuff on Instagram.
Lions are just overgrown hyenas with manes. Like I don't get the.
Well, there's
the
also
love
a
for
lioness that doesn't have a mane.
Oh well, I forget something.
Yes.
I apologize, ladies out there,
Yes.
female lions.
CJ,
out there.
what's your spirit
Platypus?
animal?
Easy. Let's get it.
Platypus. Easy. Had an answer.
It's a mammal.
Actually, I kind of also like the leopard.
Leopards are great
because I will steal your kill and then run up a tree.
And you ain't
get
to me. You can't get to the leopard. See, the cheetahs are all wrong, Rosa. I'm with you on that because they're on the ground.
Yeah.
They're fast, but they're only fast for a little bit. Lions, hyenas, wild dogs, they'll come up there and murk a cheetah dog. You can't. No, you can't get me up in the tree.
Wild dogs are terrifying.
I can tell you guys this. I live probably 5 minutes from here, close to downtown. And for my son's birthday, my father-in-law gave him a wildlife camera, and we put it down behind our house. There's woods back there. We have a wolf. There's a wolf every night.
A wolf or a coyote?
I think it's a wolf. Every night it shows up, comes by 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Every night?
It's dark, but it doesn't come by like in the daytime. We've never seen it when the sun's out, but we have a wolf, so I might go with a wolf as my...
spirit animal?
Yeah, my spirit. Or the other one I would go with, and I got into an argument about this on another show recently, was the kangaroo. Because I don't think people realize just how violent kangaroos can be. Not only can they jump, 30 feet, huge distances when they're going full speed, but when they fight, the hands punch, then they rock back, they balance on the tail, and their feet, they have these claws, and they disembowel the other kangaroos.
Kangaroos are
vicious.
They kick it in the water, waiting for something to come to the water so they can what? Drown it. So if you ever come across a kangaroo sitting in like a lake and just sitting there kicking
keep it moving,
watching you, just keep going, dog, because they're trying to murder you.
Wow. You can do the same thing like hippos. Hippos are dangerous. And they're faster than you think.
I like that these two pick for their spirit animals, and they picked them because they're great murderers.
Like just, I love y'all are serial killers now.
Right?
Well, I'm not going to pick like a poodle.
Mouse? What do you want to say?
Yeah, what? I'm going to be able to survive here.
Kitty cat?
Yeah.
It could be a buffalo.
How about,
I like to eat. I'm going to be high up the food chain on my pick.
That's right.
all right. Some props. You ready for some props
Love
for
props.
the Super Bowl? All right, Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes is the only one that you got to put down 120 to get 100. Everyone else, you'll gain some money. Tom Brady's second at plus 210. Obviously, your quarterback's there at the top, and obviously Mahomes the favorite because Kansas City's favored. Right?
Yeah.
That's what that says.
And people like him.
And after that, it's Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. Then Leonard Fournette, Chris Godwin, Tyrann Mathieu, and Devin White are the top 8 or so there. Coin toss is the best bet on the board. It's red or black without those green zeros. I mean, it's 50-50.
If there's ever a coin toss, if I'm doing the coin toss, like call it in the air, I always call heads. So I would call heads.
So there you go.
The same.
Yeah.
All right.
I think tails has won more often though, but
of the Super Bowl or just in general?
The Super Bowl.
Okay.
This goes to Lang's law of averages, though. If tails has won more, heads is due, baby.
Yeah.
I like that we're now calling it Lang's Law of Averages.
I like that
officially
Lang's Law of Averages. We need like a graphic for that.
Jasmine Sullivan, Eric Church doing the national anthem.
Under. Here's the thing. I think people don't realize, though, that at like big events like this, like when there's a regular season Grizzlies game or whatever, the person who does the national anthem, usually they just come out there, either do it a cappella or they play their own instrument or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl, they have a backing track. There's no way the NFL is letting that thing go 2:15.
No. And I always need to remind people, Whitney Houston's, which was beautiful,
Sure.
And it felt like it lasted 6 minutes.
But it was under 2,
It was
right?
under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes is hard to get to.
Yes,
Even
it
with
is.
2 people, though, 2 people can hit you with some different runs.
The
so that might
the duet could make it go over 2, but I'd still say under.
I'd still go under.
2 minutes is tough to get to.
You can bet on whether or not either singer will forget or omit a word from the anthem. I don't know who the police are on that one. Because over sometimes, you know, I mean, who's going to make that decision on for
That's true.
Any scoring drive take less time than the anthem.
Yeah. I wouldn't, I mean, you could just.
Yeah, it's
throw a
minus
bomb.
270.
Yeah, I mean, because the Chiefs can one play to Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill. You know, like you're not catching him.
We were talking great things about the weekend during the break. How many songs will be played? The over-under is 8.
How many songs will people know?
Over-under is 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That feels high.
It'll be Blinding Lights. Yeah. Everybody knows Blinding Lights.
Yeah.
Elton John, a big fan of that song.
Oh, yeah?
Said it is the biggest snub that it was not nominated. Said that is the best song of the year, and it's not nominated.
Roser's Entertainment Corner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
This is weird. I don't know what it could be, and again, I don't know who the police are on this bet, but will there be a wardrobe malfunction?
No.
Absolutely, there will be.
Yeah.
He'll come out with a prosthetic face and the cheek will fall off. That's what it'll be.
That's not wardrobe, though.
Is that not his
That's makeup.
And is that a malfunction, or are you saying
it's
the
part of the
wardrobe's
costume?
closed?
Yeah, I don't know.
See,
I don't know.
So we're just going straight clothes?
I mean, Janet Jackson set a pretty high bar on a wardrobe malfunction for the Super Bowl.
So
right, that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean?
We ended up with YouTube because of that.
True.
Will Ariana Grande be on stage? You can get plus 450 for yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Did she have something to do with the
Doja
weekend?
Cat on stage, yes or no?
Who, Rob? Say that name again?
Doja Cat.
Oh, okay.
Plus 425 for yes. Will Drake be on stage?
No.
No, they probably
I
have
hope
a game.
not.
Minus 850. They do have a game. Go Drake Bulldogs. Will Kenny G? I mean, these are just the most random names.
He has a song.
He's got a song with The Weeknd?
He has a song with Kenny G.
Okay, so Kenny G, you can get plus 400 for yes.
Kenny G will be on the stage, yes.
I mean,
You're going Kenny G?
well,
Kenny G
all right,
is on
we'll have
there.
to see if Kenny G can work it into his schedule, I would assume.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
Playing a lot of golf, that guy. Celebrity golf tournaments.
Will a football be used as a prop during the halftime show?
No.
The Weeknd has never picked up a football in his life.
Yeah.
Yes is plus
Is he
340.
Canadian? Isn't he from
He is
Canada?
Canadian.
I don't know, but he doesn't
Yeah.
seem like anybody who's ever touched a football.
Because one of the props, will the Weeknd mention Canada
Yeah.
during the halftime show? Yes, you can get plus 275.
Sure, that'll go over great in Florida.
I mean, wait.
Florida
Are the
man.
Raptors there?
might be
Yeah,
a
the
lot-
Raptors
Yeah,
are
they
there.
love it.
There
Yeah,
might be a lot of
but
snowbirds
Florida
there,
man
too.
in the crowd is not going to be happy about that. Florida man is.
You think Florida man's getting Super Bowl tickets?
Florida man arrested at Super Bowl 55
doing what? For doing what,
for
Rosa?
vandalizing the Weeknd's car for mentioning Canada during a halftime show. His quote, "This is America. Go to Canada if you want to talk about Canada."
Mr. Weeknd.
Yes.
That dude's going to be a Tom Brady fan, too.
Number of accepted penalties over under is 11.
Total? Like both
Yeah.
teams? Yeah. Yeah, I could see like 5 on one, 6 on the other.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good number there.
Although they were kind of letting them play in the conference games.
Yeah, they were.
So-
Which that bodes well for Tampa because they get very physical on defense.
Longest field goal scored over under is 46 and a half.
I think the
I mean,
over.
that Harrison Butker dude for Kansas City, he can freaking drill them.
And he lets them kick them from
Now
a distance.
there is something that needs to be said, though. There,
a great preface. I don't know what he's gonna say, but
there
great.
it is going to be 71 degrees and a 75% chance of thunderstorms. So, yeah. It's going to be raining. It's going to be a lot of rain. Going to be a lot of rain. All it takes is a little slip, and you're not going to be able to make it from that distance.
Right. Longest touchdown scored is 44.5 yards.
Over.
Yeah. I think over. I think Tyreek Hill's going to break at least one.
Yeah, Hill could break it too. Kelsey could do that. Scotty Miller could do that. Mike Evans could do that. Godwin could do that. Like,
one of my favorites. Will a fan run onto the field?
No.
I mean,
There's not enough fans there.
There aren't enough fans. I mean, you'd see
the
him.
fans
Hey,
who
look
are
at that
there.
guy's walking down.
Yeah.
Look, he's still walking down.
I don't think any of the first responders are going to run out there during the game. You know, like,
doesn't this like kind of suck? There's going to be like 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers there. They're just going to be getting rained on the entire time. Like, that kind of stinks.
Yeah. Will any player propose to his girlfriend on the field after the game?
No.
The only one who
This
I
ain't
think,
Harry High
well,
School.
the one who would do it, and he's a great player. He's a little bit extra on all that stuff. Is Travis Kelce? He seems like he really enjoys
football.
He enjoys the spotlight. He
Yeah,
enjoys all
he
the other
does.
stuff, right?
He could do a proposal.
He seems like the guy who might do it.
You can get plus 400 on that. That's not enough. I need more than plus 400 on that.
Yeah.
How many times will Roger Goodell be shown on the TV? 1.5 is the over-under on Goodell.
Is this during the game?
Yeah.
Because
One.
after the game, he'll be there, like on the podium.
During the game.
Okay.
I see one.
Yeah. And how many times will Joe Biden be mentioned?
Ooh, is he going to be there?
None.
I don't think so.
Yeah, none.
Yes.
Why would Joe Biden be mentioned?
The over-under's 1.
Yeah, under.
Unless Joe Buck's got money on it.
Now,
All
here-
right, who's doing the
It's
game?
Nance.
Nance.
There's no way
Nance,
is talking
Nance
about
and
it.
Romo. Okay, here's another one. This just went up this morning at FanDuel Sportsbook. You can bet on the color of the Gatorade shower on the winning coach. Orange is plus 125.
Yeah.
Red or pink is plus 300. Clear, or it's just water, is plus 350. Yellow, green, or lime is plus 450. Blue plus 750. Purple plus 900. Now, the reason that this is interesting is because there are people there who fill these Gatorade tubs. So, like, they could tip off someone easily on what the color is.
That's true.
If it's Andy Reid, is it a Kool-Aide shower? Can we get odds on that? Since he does look like the Kool-Aid guy.
That was Fat Albert,
Yeah,
not Kool-Aid.
That was Fat Albert. What is the Kool-Aid? Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid's oh, yeah, right?
Andy Reid could maybe play Fat Albert.
Oh, well,
Well, nod to Bill Cosby at the Super Bowl this year. Great for that. Great
How many
time for that.
times is he going to be mentioned?
Yeah.
Well, if Roser's calling the game, I'll take the over.
Before we get to the break, the Bucks defense has been fantastic. We played this 2 weeks ago, but I liked it so much I wanted to hear it again. Devin White, linebacker for the Tampa Bay Bucks, talking about his head coach Bruce Arians and how he describes their defense.
You know, everybody always asks what was our identity, and you know we didn't have an answer, but Coach BA he had an answer. He said we some we're gonna find a way to win the game, and that was the best thing that I ever heard. Because I even was on Good Morning Football and they asked me the same thing, and I didn't really know. But I said we was gonna figure it out. But when he said that, it kind of clicked. And in this league, the only thing that matters is winning. So with him saying that, man, I think that did it for everybody.
There you go. Devin White, linebacker of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And their defense.
I love Devin White.
I do too. I
Great
know
player.
you do.
Oh, yeah.
We may mention him when we come up with our picks here in our next segment. We'll take a break here on the Odds Couple. Be back with more here on Grind City Media.
I saw you tweeted about the bear. Has the bear woken up?
Let a sleeping bear lie, man. Don't poke the bear. That's all I gotta say.
There's a lob for Morant. Morant's got an open look at a three. Bango. Beautiful setup, John Morant. Another spectacular move to the rim by John Morant.
He's going deep into his bag. He is deep into his bag.
What about them Clippers? They got the 50.
TA, you played on the team that got dropped by 52, so.
No. I didn't. I never been on the court. On the court.
I be over here like
and lost
Yoda.
by 50. I was sitting in the suit.
Tony Allen, you did play in that game.
You played 12 minutes in that game.
You played 12 minutes. You were 0 for 6.
The Chris Vernon Show, live weekdays at noon on grindcitymedia.com or wherever you get your podcast.
Once a week, get your basketball fix with Talkin' Grizz featuring me, Kelsey Wright Johnson, and media from around the NBA as we discuss draft topics, prospects, and more. Connect with Grind City Media on all their social channels, subscribe to Grind City Media YouTube, and follow Grind City Media on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with all things Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies debuted their City Edition uniforms, and they are the coolest City Edition uniforms.
Look at this beautiful black and gold.
Show me the glasses.
It's all the way right on the seam.
That's dope.
But that's how you
that's
know
pretty sick.
the detailing of it. That's pretty dope.
Oh, my nails are so gross.
Rise and Grind with Jessica and Megan. Live daily at 8 a.m. on grindcitymedia.com. Welcome back to The Odds Couple on grindcitymedia.com. Live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. Here's The Odds Couple, Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hey, get your daily sports, pop culture, and Grizz fix with insider news and commentary on all things sports and more with the Chris Vernon Show. Live at noon, Monday through Friday. Tune in to grindcitymedia.com, Grind City Media on YouTube, or via the official Grizzlies mobile app to catch Chris live, or download each episode daily and subscribe at iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud today. Welcome back, everyone, to the Odds Couple Super Bowl week. Chiefs and the Bucks coming up this Sunday. Great battle of quarterbacks, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Here is Patrick Mahomes, the younger of the two, much, much, much younger of the two, talking about facing Tom Brady.
So against Tom and all the success that he's had, I mean, it's going to be a special moment. I'm excited for the opportunity to go up against the GOAT. And anything you do, you want to win and be the most successful. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to do if you go to 10 Super Bowls and you got 6 rings and all that different type of stuff. You have to understand that you have to go about doing whatever you can to be the best person and the best player that you can be. And so, for me, I understand the team that I have around me and the opportunity we have going into this game, and we try to maximize that as best as we possibly can.
Other than quarterback, what's the biggest position battle, I guess? Not even battle, but the biggest position to look at in this game.
I don't know about position, but I don't know how they stopped Tyreek Hill. Like that is such a matchup thing to me to watch in that game because the Chiefs are so good about finding ways to use him. It seems like the first quarter of every Chiefs game, they give him the ball and he rips off like a 40-yard play, and then the other team's like, all right, we got to double him or whatever they do. But that to me is the one matchup that I don't really understand how they're going to figure out a way, the Bucs, to slow him down or stop him. And if the Chiefs can get him going, there's no answer for him, really.
It's been Kelsey, really. I mean, Kelsey's the one who catches like 13 passes a game, it seems like, the last 5 games that he's played.
Second in the league.
Yeah, I mean,
in receiving.
Yeah, no, it's and you watch some of the moves that he makes on his routes, and it's like, dude, linebackers can't stay with that. So I think Kelsey Devin White is one to look at. Now, I mean, I don't know if they'll match up on each other. Yeah. I don't know what you do. I mean, it is pick your poison, with Hill or Kelsey. But Kelsey is the guy lately who's been just a total nightmare to deal with. And I think, if the Bucs get down near the goal line, Evans is obviously one to watch because they will try to get – it feels like every game I've watched Tampa Bay this year, when they get down inside that 5, they find Mike Evans. They get him. They find a way to get him in one-on-one coverage, and it's just like a quick little slant route, and you can't stick with him at all.
Yeah. Keyshawn Johnson said something last week that – kind of stuck, or I guess 2 weeks ago, before the AFC Championship, that kind of stuck with me and made me rethink everything I thought about the AFC Championship game. Because it's something I've believed for years. The team with the best quarterback tight end combination wins the Super Bowl. Period. To me, and I agree with them. I think that's maybe you look back at Super Bowl champions through the years, and I mean, quarterback and tight end play is much more important than, let's say, running back. You haven't had a Hall of Fame running back win a Super Bowl since Marshall Faulk.
Right.
Since Marshall Faulk, you haven't had a running back that's even going to sniff the Hall of Fame.
Marshawn Lynch will be in the Hall of Fame. Marshawn Lynch will make the Hall of Fame.
Maybe.
You think?
Yeah, I think Lynch will.
Mm-hmm. I think we like him a lot. I don't know if he'll make the Hall of Fame. I think the thing that everyone talks about every game, everyone says, "Oh, you got to remember special teams," and then everyone forgets it when the game starts. And then something happens in every game where it comes back to special teams.
Yeah.
And I think the Chiefs might have the advantage there.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, whether they put Tyreek Hill back there. Now, Hardeman fumbled in the last one, but, I mean, he made up for it and had a 50-yard run after that. But, I mean, Hardeman, it could be he doesn't fumble at this time, and he takes it, 70 yards to the house. Like, that could absolutely happen.
Yeah. All right, let's hear from the other quarterback, Tom Brady. Once again, Tom talking about being back in the big game.
I have the opportunity to play in this game. Means a lot to me. It's a lot of commitment sacrificed by a lot of guys. And obviously, we're one game away from the ultimate goal in this sport. And I've been a part of that ultimate goal 6 other times. So they're all different. They've all meant something a little bit different to me. They've all been very unique in their own way. And it'd just be cool to accomplish it this time. I don't compare them to the other times. Those were all magical moments in my life. And no one could ever take those away from me. And hopefully we can finish this season strong and, win a Super Bowl. That's why we're here. That's why we're playing, and make for a really magical season for us.
You think there's any chance he retires after the Super Bowl?
I don't.
Either win or lose. I don't know.
I don't.
No. He said earlier in the week he wants to play till past 45 if he can. So,
and he can.
Yep.
Which is unbelievable. All right, let's get to our picks. It's finally time for our picks this week. I'll go ahead and get started. Fish is 5. I'm taking the Chiefs. As soon as the game came out, I decided I was going to jump on the Chiefs. They got the best quarterback, best tight end. Thank you, Keyshawn Johnson. Words of wisdom. I'm also going to take the over 57. I think it will be a high-scoring game. I think we're going to have a quick score in this game, and but I like the Chiefs to win it just over 57. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. He's also going to score the first touchdown, and the anthem's going to go under. I think that one's a no-brainer. I love the anthem bet every year, and the under 2 minutes is always a good one to go. So take the under on the 2 minutes for the anthem. Lang?
I'm also going with the Chiefs. Like I said, they've won 23 of their last 25. I just feel like Mahomes is the best player in this game, and they're the team that is going to break this streak of teams not repeating in the Super Bowl. I'm going to take the under, though. I don't know why. I just feel like neither of these teams have the last couple of weeks been all that explosive. The Bucs look pretty bad in the second half of the conference finals. So I'll go under on that one. Mahomes MVP. I think Tyreek Hill gets the first TD. Like I said, almost every game it seems like they do something to get him going early in the game. And then under on the national anthem. The NFL is not going to let that thing go past 2 minutes. Sorry. Roser?
I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus the 3.5. Also, I did the exact opposite of you, Fish. The second the line came out, I jumped on Tampa Bay right away because I did it for the NFC title game too. The second that line came out, and it worked for me. I'm going to say under 57. They scored 51, these two teams did the first time they played. I think Tampa has gotten even better. And so, and I think with the threat of rain, I think we could see the game going under. Super Bowl MVP, I am going to say Devin White. And the reason I do is Lang's Law of Averages. No defensive players won it since Von Miller did for the Denver Broncos.
Sure.
I think Devin White is the best defensive player on the field. Also, you can get his prop over 10.5 tackles for plus money right now. That's solo and assisted tackles combined. I think that's a great prop. This dude has gone over that total in every playoff game this year. Seemingly has 15 tackles every week, so I like Devin White over 10.5 tackles. But, yeah, his Super Bowl MVP is 40-1.
Oh, wow.
So, it's – because it's a defensive player, and I'm like, it would not shock you if he has a pick. What if he has a pick six, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and 16 tackles? I'd
be shocked.
You might could win. You might,
to be honest,
that's not shocking. If you watch Devin White play, that would not be shocking at all. First touchdown, I'm going to go with Mike Evans.
Is he playing Madden or is he?
Value wise, it is Cameron Brate at 22-1, but I'm going to go Mike Evans to score the first touchdown. National anthem, we're going under.
All right, CJ.
I'll go with the Chiefs. I think they just got too much for them. I'm going to take the over. I expect a high-scoring game just because it's the Super Bowl and the Chiefs can score and the Bucs will be trying to keep up. To quote that famous American, you can't hit home runs sitting on the fence. So let's swing for that fence. I'll take Matthew. Speaking of defensive players, give me the Honey Badger to win Super Bowl MVP.
All right.
First touchdown, Mahomes runs one in. The 3rd and something from like the 7 or 8, and he just scurries his way on in for a touchdown. And I will, like the rest of you, take the under because it's always under. I would love for it to go over once. With 2 people, it may, but give me the under.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. All right, Super Bowl 55. It is Sunday. We're looking forward to it. Hope you're looking forward to it as well. And then we'll be back next month. We'll be talking about when the NBA has their little break before the second half of the season. And then after that, it'll be NCAA tournament time. We'll be back talking about that as well.
We are less than 100 days away from the NFL draft.
We'll be back for the NFL draft as well.
Academy Awards.
We'll be back for that as well. If they got odds on it, we're back.
The Golden Globe nominations just came out.
We're back for the Golden Globe.
We're big on the Queen's Gambit.
I believe WrestleMania is 60-plus days away.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. Also in Tampa.
Also Tampa, yeah.
Show. Thanks for joining the Odds Couple. We'll talk to you soon.
Couple from the American Home Shield Studio on GrindCityMedia.com. Tune in next week for more football handicapping with Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.